Welcome, everyone. Good boy, Tucker. This is learning at its most fun.
Hello there, and welcome to another Thursday webinar here at Redtail. We have this week our Redtail Essentials seminars. Now, if you are someone that likes to plan events for your clients or potentially likes to plan educational opportunities for your clients to network and get to know the different facets of your business, the seminars tool could be a tool that you want to incorporate into that planning process. The seminars tool in Redtail is designed to help you manage everything from your guest list to the actual planning of the seminar itself. So today we're going to jump into all the functionalities of our seminars, which seminar tools might be a little bit more valuable, and which ones could be specialized for you and your team. Excellent. Let's go ahead and jump into the CRM. Awesome. Now, lucky for us, we can start a seminar from a few different spots here. Now, we can't always go and access our seminars through our seminars tab on the left-hand side here. But if we're starting a new seminar, my personal favorite way, other than the seminars tab, is going to be using our quick add button in the top right-hand corner. You can always begin a new seminar directly from here. So we actually are planning our Harvest Festival for Redtail. So we're going to call this our Fall Harvest Festival. Excellent. Now we want to make sure that that status is set to active. Now all seminars can be set to prior once they have been completed, so that way you can keep them separate. But we can choose our start date. Well, unfortunately, it is not today. I'm sorry, everyone. But we are going to plan the seminar actually for the end of October. So it's almost like our Halloween combination, welcome fall harvest festival for Redtail. Excellent. Let's set that for 10/28. Let's do it the weekend before Halloween. I think that's a good weekend. That way, if you want to dress up, you can, or you don't have to. You can just come to celebrate fall. Then you also have the option to put in a start time. Our Harvest Festival is going to begin at 3 p.m. And we're going to end it around 11. Lots of time for family to come and check out Harvest Festival. Perfect. Now that we have kind of our basic details of our seminar filled out, we can then come in and add some additional details. So from here, I can still go ahead and change that name, start date if I need to, but now I can add a location. So I can put in like the Redtail office, for example. I can even add a description. So if I was prepared with a description, which I totally am, I can add that to my seminar here. Now, if I come down, I can also add a workflow. So I would highly recommend this. This is one of my favorite tools to link together. If you are someone who enjoys process management, I would highly recommend linking a workflow. You can link one from here that you've already had started, or you can create a new one directly from this tab. Lucky for us, we do have a client event workflow. So if you don't have one created, we do have one available for Redtail. It's a very general workflow. We're going to take a look at it today. I'm just going to set my target date for the day of our Harvest Festival. And then I'm just going to go ahead and create that workflow. Okay, let's click into our workflow though. And this can help us track our seminar. Oh, wow. Okay, so we do have quite a bit to do, and it looks like we're already a little bit behind according to our seminar schedule. So first we need to create a guest list and book our venue. Awesome. So we did already decide that this was going to be at the Redtail office. Excellent. So we can go ahead and update our seminar there, but now we have to add guests. So there's a couple different ways that we can add guests to a seminar. We can come into the seminar if we use our little action button and come to the manage attendees portion. So we can access it from this homepage, or we can click into the seminar and see under attendee stats. Excellent. So we can manually add attendees if we want. So I know I'm going to be there. As long as the client is a contact, we can add them. So I know I am coming to our Harvest Festival. So I'm going to go ahead and add myself. And then we also have the ability to add a status. Now, I will say all of these statuses are totally customizable. So if you're already using your seminars tool, you may notice that we don't have the same statuses, but you can get very creative with these. So for us, and for right now, because of our event, all we really need to do is mark that we sent out or we invited this particular person or myself. However, because it's me, I'm also just going to say that I'm RSVPing yes, because I definitely want to come. Now, your process of adding a guest list could get pretty tawdry pretty quickly. So we don't want to have to manually invite every single person. Now, a quicker way to invite them would be to use another Redtail tool or two Redtail tools that could potentially be useful. One would be a tag group and the other would be a quick list. So we can, and I highly recommend that if you're not using quick lists or tag groups, they're quick ways to kind of generate a list of clients. I would highly recommend using a quick list to add to your seminar as well. So if it's really easy for you to know, oh, okay, we're having our harvest festival and we really just want to invite our AAA and AA clients, or we want to invite all of our clients, you can easily just access our quick list. So if we say our active clients here, then we can use our wonderful little bulk actions box to select all of our clients. So we make sure that they all get onto our guest list. And then we can come up to contact options, click bulk actions. And now we have the option, which is our second choice, to add to seminar. Now, we only have two options, luckily. So remember, if you do use a lot, just make sure you identify the right one. We'll select the seminar, and then we can select the status we want to generate for everyone. Now, because it's a bulk action, everyone has to have the same status. So luckily, it's really easy for us because right now we can either pick awaiting response, or we can just say RSVP interested or invited. I'm going to say awaiting response for now because we're really not sure. And then we can click add to seminar. And it looks like I'll be notified when that update is complete because there's quite a few people being added to our guest list. But we have a guest list now. That's awesome. So I can go back into my workflow and we booked our venue and we created our guest list. So we're going to move on from this step to send invites and confirm vendors. Excellent. So first, now we need to generate and send our invitations. Oh, we also have to make sure we book our vendors and order our event giveaways. So luckily we have booked our vendors and we have ordered our event giveaways. So we really just need to focus on generating and sending our invitations. Now within seminars, there's a couple of different ways we can do that. So if we go back into our seminar, right over here. Perfect. We're going to click on that Fall Harvest Festival. And I'm going to add it back in my description here. Update that guy. But from our action button right on the front page here, you'll notice if we click our little action button, we get an option for mail merge. So from here, we can actually run a mail merge if you wanted to send out physical invitations. All we would need to do is select our guests. So if we wanted it to just be all of our attending guests, we could filter down by status. Lucky for us, everyone is either attending or we're awaiting reply. So then from here, we can select our mail merge template. Now, before we are able to run the mail merge, just keep in mind in Redtail, you do have to upload your mail merge template first. You're not building a template in Redtail. If you're unfamiliar with that process, it's really simple. You just come up to your name in the top right-hand corner, come down to manage your account, come over to manage templates, and we're going to click mail merge templates. Excellent. You can easily upload that file from here. Just make sure my one tip would be click start upload or else it will not manually upload. Excellent. So then if we go back into our seminars tab, over on the left-hand side, I'm just going to go ahead and refresh this page. And now if we click run mail merge, we can then see we have our Fall Harvest Festival, and we also have the ability to save it as a note onto each client's profile. I don't think we need to do that necessarily, so we're just going to go ahead and run that mail merge. Excellent. Now, another way we can send out invitations using our seminar is through a broadcast email. Now, we can't directly send a broadcast email from the seminars tab, but we can if we access our manage attendees button and view our list of all of our clients. From here, if we select all of our clients or all of our attendees or all of our invited members, and we come over and click search, this will actually take us back to our advanced search. So then from here, we can use our bulk actions once again to run a broadcast email. So you can easily send that broadcast email out depending on exactly where your client list is coming from, whether it's from that quick list, and then you're moving it over into seminars. Awesome. Okay, so we definitely created our guest list. We got that sent out. Go ahead and complete the send invites. Awesome. And we'll go to event check-in. Excellent. Okay, so event check-ins. We just have to send out our follow-up invites and check in with our vendors. So lucky for us, everyone, I did get all of our wonderful replies back from our clients, and they're all attending. So we can go into the seminars tab, and I'm going to use my my action button to come into my manage attendees. And now, lucky for us, all I have to do is come in here. I'm going to select all of my available records because they all said they were attending. If they weren't all attending, that's totally fine. I can unselect some or deselect some if I need to. Come up to attendee options, click update statuses. And then I'm going to select everyone as attending RSVP. Yes. Perfect. Now I updated all my statuses. So now they're RSVP'd yes. I still have a couple that are awaiting response just to show we don't have to select everyone. But now from here, everyone has been added as a yes. So we have updated everyone's status. Now we need to start prepping by checking in with our vendors. So, luckily I already did that. So we have our 2 little checklist items all done. Oh no, but we have a couple that have guests. I completely forgot. So you may be sitting there wondering, well, Jackie, what if they want to bring someone with them? Well, lucky for us, our seminars tool does have a guest feature. So you'll notice if next to every single client, we also have an action button. So in that action button, we'll have update attendee, which can help us update their status manually, or we can also see that particular person's guest list. So if a client does want to bring someone who isn't in your system yet, just know they totally can. However, you can put them in as a guest. They don't have to be a client. They don't have to be a contact. They can just exist within here. So we can say maybe Bonnie's mother wants to come, Andrea Anderson, and now she's added as a guest. So that way we can either edit, delete her if we need to, but we're very clear of who is attending. Now, the only thing is if you want to see anyone's guests before the seminar actually takes place, just make sure you come into that action button again and click guest list. But a person can bring as many guests as you need them to. Excellent. All right, so now technically we're done. So we did make sure that everyone was ready to go. We have all of our guests in the system, complete that step. Now we're finalizing the event. So we need to maybe print some name tags. I think that's a great idea. Print our seminar attendee report, finalize any presentations. We have our pre-event meeting, and we're confirming final RSVPs. Okay, so lucky for us, we are having our pre-event team meeting right now, everyone. So we're all on this team, we're prepping together. We did finalize our presentation for the actual Harvest Festival. So we have all of our slides all ready and made. Now we just need to print name tags, print the seminar attendee report, and confirm any final RSVPs. Awesome. So we can do that really easily if we go back into our seminars tab. We use our little action button again. Directly from here, actually, you're able to make labels. So we're able to print name tags from here for all of the selected attendees. So if at this point we just wanted to say anyone who is an RSVP, yes, we want to make labels for them. So we can say, okay, let's just use a regular old name tag. We can also save it as a note onto that person's client profile. But once they're all created, similar to that Word document, they will generate for you. Then we can also use our seminar attendee report. So under that same action button and underneath mail merge, you'll notice you also have reports. You have a sign-in sheet, a seminar attendee report, and a seminar workflow report. So if we wanted to take a look at the state we're at in our workflow, we could easily pull this report, or we can also use our sign-in and our seminar attendees. So our sign-in sheet, we can still filter by status, just like all of our other reports we've gone over, but we have a sign-in sheet and a checklist. So they're two kind of different reports, and we'll see if we can take a look at both of them. There we go. So our sign-in sheet is very simple. It even displays guests when it's on it, which is very cool. So it's just a simple signature letting them know that they were able to make it. They did show up. However, the seminar check-in sheet, there we go. But the check-in list has a little bit more information on it. So if we did identify primary information for some of our contacts, the check-in list would have this. And I love to point this one out specifically because if you have an opportunity to check in with your clients, maybe you don't talk to them you have a lot of clients, but if you don't get the opportunity to always update their personal information. So if they're coming to a seminar, it's a great time for you to say, hey, can you just look over, make sure everything looks correct, and then sign at the end or make changes as they come up. So it's a great opportunity for you to capture some information. Excellent. So we have our sign-in sheet. We just need that attendee report. I'm going to say I want to see all of my attendees on this report because it's pulling for the seminar. So we can run that attendee report. Perfect. Wow, we are running a lot of reports today, everyone. There we go. So then our attendee report is more for internal use. It does have the status of the client, their attendee status, and then address and phone number on it. So keep in mind that information is also their primary information. We still are able, I believe, to see any guests that were brought with us. So while it's more of an internal report, it still has very similar information to our check-in list. Awesome. Okay, so we have both of those printed. Now let's go back and make sure that we got no other replies. We did get a couple, so we just need to go back in to our manage attendees list and select those few holdouts that we had. They finally got back to us and let us know they would be coming. So I'm going to update their attendee status one more time to RSVP. Yes. Yay. The more the merrier. Now I'm just going to go back into my my wonderful workflow here and check off those final items. We can add any step notes if we needed to. Luckily, this process has been super easy, which almost never happens. Now we have the day of the event. So we can set up the venue and then finally add any last minute changes. And then we also have a final step just to send out any follow-ups and edit the presentation. So we're almost to the end here. Lucky for us, the day of the event went great. It was excellent. We had so much fun. Now we do want to send some follow-ups to our clients. And after the seminar has already taken place, this is also your opportunity to keep true and consistent information. So yes, a client may have marked yes that they're attending, but now we have the opportunity to also go back in and say, oh, well, Peter Parker didn't actually show up, Jill didn't show up, Cinderella didn't show up, Tiana didn't show up, Anna, Miss Sue, and I can change everyone else's status to attended. Or I can mark that they actually did attend. I can make custom statuses that did actually say, hey, okay, this person did attend versus they didn't. Or my personal favorite, if you are sending out gifts or something after a seminar, you can even create a special status for those. So we can say, okay, we need to send gifts to all of these members that attended. And then we can come up here to our filter status and say, who still needs a gift and who had one sent. And who received it. Excellent. Now, other important seminar follow-up after you have finished your seminar process. So we have finished our workflow. We're going to go back into that Harvest Festival seminar name. Excellent. Now we can come in though, and we can mark our status as prior. So that way we know, okay, this seminar is finished. Go ahead, click update. And if we ever wanted to view that in the future, all we'd have to do is come up to our top right-hand corner and click prior. And we can see all of our finished seminars. So then next year, like we had our Halloween hoopla event, I can actually come over here. And while I can't automatically set a seminar to begin for me, I can come in and say, oop, I want to clone this seminar. And I'm going to say this is Fall Festival 2023 and save myself some time next year. Awesome. Other little things about seminars that we can definitely use for our functionality. There is a timeline of your seminar, so you can see kind of all of the different little changes that have been made. You can also, like I said, clone that seminar. We can send the seminar to search from here. So if you wanted to skip an extra step, you can access all of your advanced searching features from here as well. Excellent. I wanted to say thank you all so much for joining me today. The seminars tool is such a cool functionality. And if you are, don't be afraid to get creative with it. I've seen it used for a variety of different things. We look forward to having you participate with us next time. Thank you so much. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day.
Thanks so much for joining us today for this particular session. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call at 800-206-5030, option 3 for support, or just shoot us an email over to support@redtailtechnology.com. Thanks a lot and have a great day.